All right, guys, I'm going to go over this quick recording here of a Greenplay PNR Rhythm Miner digital participation engine. So this is what we're talking about called proof of streak. Proof of streak. This is a beautiful picture rendering what the miner looks like. Of course, it's a digital miner, and that makes it easy for a lot of different reasons. Because it is a digital miner, you can plug them in right here on your computer as soon as we finish this presentation and get running and get going. So here's the old way things are done. Here's the emotional, unpredictable, exclusionary way, proof of work hype that happen in traditional miners, and also in systems where people tend to like to be very hype based, right? Here's what we want to have as the answer. The solution is structure and organization. Structure. Okay. So this is what the system looks like that we have here. There's no hype. The value is from daily consistency. There's no ambiguity. It's visible. It's trackable, and it's scalable. People today will walk away knowing that they want to have at least one miner, 5 miners, or 25 miners, depending on how they want to start off and get going. So we're shifting asset class from computing power to participation power, and participation is powerful. Miners a seat, you're the engine. Again, this is a nice, beautiful rendition. Here's what an NFT backseat looks like and the miner blockchain interface. But here's what's key. The PNR miner is not hardware you plug into the wall. It's an NFT backseat in the blockchain. And it mines by streak. Your dual output is DPLIQ, which is our native token, DPLIQ, and that's a shared ecosystem currency. In addition, here, you'll be getting your own token, mining your own personal currency. Everybody understands that they have some level of value, and now you have a token that you can help to display that value in by mining your own token. That's an exciting idea for most people. Anybody like the idea of mining their own token? Put mine in the chat. Mine, MINE. It is mine. It is mine. My own token. So here's the utility. Acts of price immediately to value real world services in your own token, right? In your own token. This is where life is going, family. Economic interface between map pass identity and dream play value. But pricing things in your own token has significant value. Okay. It means then that even if it's something as simple as a hot dog might be worth $3, $4, $5, or a cup of coffee, $3, $4, $5. Well, as you launch your own token, mine your own token, you could take that same $3, $4, $5. If one of your tokens is equal to $1, then you know that a cup of coffee is valued at $3, $4, $5 in your own currency. This is a paradigm and a mental shift that will help you to go from where you are right now to being in a much stronger position, having the ability to see your own value on blockchain. Here's the mechanisms: binary reality, online proof mechanisms. The miner is only online when daily unlock is completed. So all you can do is watch today's video and it unlocks the day. If there's no watch, there's no credit. If there's no watch, there is no credit. So Automatic Plus protocol requires 4 actions. You do the watching, liquidity, buy token, and the DPLIQ buy all happens automatically, right? And this automatic feature handles all the transactional mechanics associated with these actions. Except again, you just do the watching. So your use job is to provide human proof, watch, and check in. And there's a lot of value in checking in. We know it from companies like Facebook. They always ask you to check in, or companies like Yelp. If you've ever seen a company called Yelp, Yelp made it a $1 billion business from people just checking in, right? Just checking in and saying, hey, this restaurant in this place is a great restaurant. Just checking in has significant value. So everything we're doing here is adding value to the system. Okay. Here we call RHP rhythm hash power. Rhythm hash power. So this is redefining the metric on social reliability. Okay. Mini miners have about a quarter share. Mini miners have been designed specifically for people in developing areas that need at least to come into the system, but come into the system in a way that makes sense for them, cost effective way, made it make sense for them. Whereby people in other areas are people that are able to, no matter where you are able to have a full miner. Have a full miner. A full miner is a full share of that rhythm hash power for daily consumption. Circle is five full miners connected together, creates what's called a circle miner. And that has a 5x aggregate. So here's what happens when people enter the system. Here's the economic flywheel, hard-coded atomic splits. there's 40% in commissions, which is a significant amount of commissions. That's on a 5 level sponsor structure. So we're not about building a million levels and 10,000 levels at 0.000%. This is about really helping people to be able to get some benefit, immediate benefit from referring friends and family, and at the same point in time, benefiting people in Africa for scholarships, creating a buy and burn, and then 20% goes to royalties and operations. So this is really as neat and clean as possible, a way for us to help these miners to do exactly what they need to do, but to get them online. So it makes sense for everybody to share these miners because there's a commission piece right here. They know there's some goodwill happening here. The buy and burn actually goes and strengthens the token that you are mining as well, which brings about additional benefit for the entire ecosystem, the entire system. All right. You got ops and royalties, that keeps everything running. Mission logic, math, not hype. Math, not hype. I don't think anybody ever considers math to be hypey, right? But imagine that you had a calculator that can do all your math homework for you. Most people understand they got to do math, but they don't want to do that math. They prefer somebody else to do that math homework for them, right? So your miner is the calculator that does that math homework for you. Right now, as important is the equation right here. It's important that you understand this particular part. People who participate early get a larger share of the pie. As the network matures, obviously more people participating, more people have mined existing token, which means it's a lesser amount for people that come afterwards. No need to worry. It still works out because the benefits still are bigger, but there's just more people that have already eaten that pie. And so obviously in anything that we do, land, anything that happens, the people who get there first, usually early adopters, get the biggest reward. Stability. Real. It's built for believers. Here's what this says. As your belief increases, you get more benefit, more value, your hash increases. This is what it says, right? Because obviously at day 10, you're like, okay, this is cool. Day 20, you're like, okay, I got it. Day 30, you're like, for sure, I can see what I'm mining. I can see I've been through a month of mining. Now I can see my machine operating. I can see what it's doing. I can see even during price fluctuations, how the coin is going. I can see that I'm accumulating coin. I can see my coin going up. You can see all these things happening. And so after 40 days, you complete a full cycle, you get the max hash for that 40-day period. And it continues to grow as you continue to grow your circles and things of that nature. We'll do a training on that. Probably on Saturday, we'll do a training on that so people understand those in more detail. We also have what's called anti-dump protection, right? So there's a claim when to prevent gas spam and sell pressure, right? There's also a vested schedule here as well, 12-month linear vesting. Practical scaling is how we go from where we are right now, people deciding that they want to get one miner, to people having 5 circle miners. Actually, a lot of people come with 5 circle miners because 5 miners, they understand they can mine their own token and mine some other tokens that might be of interest to them as well. And so some people are coming with 5 miners. Everybody at least is starting after seeing this video with 1 miner because people get a feel for it. And when you see the price of it, the price is less than $50 to get a miner. And so when you see price of that, most people are like, okay, let me try it out for at least 1 miner to see how that operates. At least 1 miner. But people that feel more comfortable and have a little more discretionary means, and 1 miner might be a little bit small for them, then those people are starting with 5 miners. Okay, those people start with 5 miners and feeding those miners and seeing what that works at for scale for them, because they might know other people that want to do the same thing. So some people understand that whatever they have and they're working with, that their friends and family are going to want to kind of start where they're starting at as well, which benefits the entire ecosystem, which benefits all of them, including the same friends and family that are getting started with us. So strategic, we got 125 councils, and everybody wants to become a council because this is where the biggest benefit lie. And actually, a council is where you want to be because that's true leadership in our system. You start off with the circles. The circles is a step to being a council leader. Council leader means that you have your own DAV, your own decentralized autonomous organization with at least 25 people. 25 people is a lot of people to be able to do anything with. You have a party at your house, 25 people. You can throw a birthday party, 25 people. You can have a lot with 25 people. So there's a lot of power in 25 people, especially if they all have 5 miners. Right? This is true leadership, and this makes you a true powerhouse within the system. And you can look and see how much power is being created, how much being created, how much power, how much energy is being created through the use of your miners. 5 circle miners makes you 5 active circle miners makes you a council miner, and what we refer to for the first set of them called super miners. Here's the entry level. Entry level is super easy for anybody to be able to do it. Everybody knows that $12 is not even a pizza in most places. And so people start with mini miners if that's all they can do. People that want to start with a little bit bigger miner, $48, not a decent meal in any restaurant, not in the US, maybe here in Asia, you can eat for $48, right? I'm joking about this, but I'm serious. I'm using that as an example because I want people to understand that entry levels, if people aren't able to watch this video and watch other short video and make a 40 or 50 or $48 or $12 decision, then it is okay. Don't pressure them, don't push them. Allow them to watch the video again if that's what they want to do, and allow them to make a decision when it so fits them. If it doesn't fit them at this point in time, it's okay because we want to first maintain our relationships. Over anything else, we want to maintain our relationships, right? So then you just do what you got to do. So then that one of the mentors always said, always put your money before your relationship. So you go ahead and with your own belief, run one miner, run 5 miners, right? And then later on, for those people that haven't believed this yet, you can help them to increase their belief by sharing with them what your belief did for you. For new people, we got a bundle. We got a bundle. People who were in the system before that are upgrading in our system means that for an entire system, you have map pass ID, which is identity. You have miners, you have seats. There's a couple things in here, 3 different things in here. So this price would have been double, but we're doing a promotion at least for these first set of miners, for this first set of miners that are going right now. For any new people, we're just going to do a bundle. So $96 gets them everything they need to get started. $96 gets them everything they need to get started. And that gives them the ID, the miners, and everything else. People in Africa, they can start with a $12. People, in developed nations, they can start with a $12 miner and start mining. Mine's a little bit less than $48 miner, a quarter of it, but they can start with this smaller miners and get it going that way. Okay, so this is a new member bundle, $96 for a brand new person, gets them everything they need to get started and get mining with all the entire package. And then beyond that, they'll just pay $48 for each additional miner. Now, also one other thing to note is that for full miners, if you have 4 full miners and you bring another person together, one person has to be the circle host organizing that and gets the benefit from the hosting of that circle. So that person does an upgrade for $48 and they get the override from those 5 circle miners. Okay, so this is a little point to note. They get override from those 5 circle miners, and don't worry, there's plenty to go around, but it's just whoever comes, we want to help them to get started because the more people that get started, the more quickly they get started, the more people can see the system, more clear the system is, and the easier people are going to start coming to you and saying to you, especially when you're sharing with them what your results are. People can start coming and saying to you, Shelly, can you tell me how can I get involved in that? Uncle, can you tell me how can I get involved in that? And that's what we want to have people doing. Just seeing what's going on, wanting to find out how they can get involved in it, because this system right here, the coordination in the system gives significant amount of benefit and value. This right here is for our technical people. We're technical people, nothing for you to learn or necessarily know about, but we have seats, we have badges, we have different contracts, we have different matrices, and it's Polygon mainnet, sponsored registry. This is just kind of showing a architectural, infrastructural print for people who like that kind of stuff so they can understand the reality of it, how it works, right? Security primitives, these kind of things right here. These things are significantly important for people, some people to understand, but this is really more of a show of clean structure behind all of the systems that work behind. So it says it's not conceptual. Smart contracts are deployed and verified. So this is to kind of understand that layout on this side, right? So again, this is live, it's not conceptual. So here's the benefits. Here's strategic advantages. Okay, this is giving this from a higher level of board view. If this were a monopoly board or something like that, here's what you see. Incentive alignment, users, sponsors, and protocols share success metrics. So what does this mean? It means that we work together, we benefit together. All of this share the benefits together. Okay. Social good, native funding for African scholarships. DAHU is people in Africa that are able to use the funding for our system, able to get part of that funding to help them to fund their dreams, ideas, help them to work, drive the workforce within our system as well for people that are building building companies, working on their own dreams here within DreamPlay. And so this is what this funding is for. Transparency, on-chain verification builds trust. Buy and burn 20%, combat inflation automatically. So these are all the metrics that people need to have a solid system that works really well. So that's it for our human aligned alternative to proof of work. Bitcoin use proof of work. We're using proof of rhythm and the streaks. So you got an invitation. Now you just decide your capacity. Do you want one? Do you want five? Or do you want 25 miners? That's it. If you decide you want one, you say you want five now and get 25 later, all up to you. Let's help you to get them placed, help you get your miners online so you can start to see the proof in the streak. With that, you want to get back to whoever it is that shared this recording with you and get your miners, get them placed.